Welcome to the 1988 Indy Super Bowl. Super Bowl 15, America's most prestigious pulling event. A part of the Redman TNT All-American Pulling Series. We've got something new for you on this broadcast with four-wheel drive trucks, the top 6 in the modified dragster tractors, and the top 6 in the super stock machines. I hope you enjoy the action, and let's go to it right now.
The first truck up on the line will be Red Hot with Gary Sellin at the wheel. This will be a test pull to determine if the sled is set properly for this class. Gary will have the option of declining this run and pulling again later. Gary is running 2 vehicles tonight. Let's see what he can do with Red Hot.
Red Hot. Gary Sellin comes off the line. Now here's a very smooth puller out of Norfolk, Nebraska. Watch that power get to the track. He's got plenty of speed coming down the left-hand side. And you can see the truck just literally ran out of power at about the 220-foot mark. Gary Sellin, Red Hot, the #1 puller from the state of Nebraska.
For this next run, we've got 3 bears on the track and a 4th in the stands. Go-Go's favorite 4x4 is coming up. 3 bears with young Scott Smith driving. Scott's only 16, but he's been driving for almost a year. His dad, Robert, built this good-looking Chevy rig, and it will be the first official hauler of the event. Gary Sellin chose not to take that first pull, so he'll run hot shot again in the 7th position.
Scott Smith is an 18-year-old puller from Winchester, Virginia, the northern part of the Shenandoah Valley. Of a full pull here this afternoon. The 3 Bears pulling team turning it on, running down the left-hand portion of the track. It's a great run for Scott Smith. You got to be pleased.
Oh, it was a nice run. The track was pretty good in the middle, and everything seemed to work real good. I hope we keep the sled and don't change it around too much.
It was real smooth, and it looked like you went maybe just a little bit left of center.
Yeah, Gary in front of me ran a little bit to the left, and I ran just a little bit inside of him. And it was a pretty hard spot there, and they called a hold and went pretty good.
How does it feel to be pulling in front of this big audience here at the Indiana State Fair Coliseum?
Well, it's not a whole lot of difference. I've been doing it for about a year now, and at first it was a little scary, but now it's not that bad.
You don't get nervous?
Here and there I get a little bit nervous.
As the Johnson boys back to the line, Scott Johnson and his brother are in the oil drilling business in Perry, Oklahoma. And I would say by the looks of this truck that their oil well, or gusher, so to speak, has come in. The Johnson boys have been known to win many, many pulls all across the country. One of the toughest pullers west of the Mississippi. All right, here he comes. It's a smooth start. He leaps the line, bouncing a little bit. It starts to settle down. This could be a tough run to beat, but he's beginning to slow down just a little bit, and he's going to come up several feet short of that end full pull line.
Willie Omps, the guy that's done it in the past, he can do it again. The 3 Bears Chevy machine, Scott Smith setting #1, but the Ford zeroing in.
All right, Williams is just about ready to leave the line. The green flag is out, the green light is on, signifying that the red man sled is ready to roll. Here he comes. This is our first Ford of the afternoon, and he's looking strong so far. He's shooting from the end. He'd love nothing more than a full pull with the enforcer. There's smoke coming out of that right bank of the engine. It's a good, solid run, but he comes up a little short. Not bad for Williams with the enforcer out of Winchester, Virginia.
Gary Sellin with the WILDFIRE Ford will be next. And Dave, he's been having a good weekend so far this week. He'd like to make it #2.
All right, Gary Sellin now. You can see he has positioned the sled over toward the right-hand side of the track. It looks like he's going to go down the right side. Let's see if it works for him here this afternoon at Super Bowl. The track may be a little bit better on the right. Lots of strategy used on the starting line. These pullers want to win this in the worst way. This is America's most prestigious event, and he's gone for the gold. Here he comes, Gary Sellin in the Ford.
A good second-place run for Gary Sellin at WILDFIRE. He'll be back later in Red Hot.
Gary Sellin at trackside, a good run of 224 feet. Now, you're going to have another vehicle coming back in this class with your Red Hot. What have you learned after this first run?
Well, I thought I'd try this side of the track and see what would happen, so I might go back I don't know where I'm going to go this next time. I'm hoping I'm going to find a little bit better path.
Was there a better bite down the right-hand side?
Oh, it's pretty equal, the first one. We didn't get with it as hard as we should have on the first truck, and I wasn't really trying. I wanted to see how the track felt over there.
Good luck with Red Hot.
Thank you, Dave.
Gary Sellin out of Nebraska, one of the popular pullers here at Super Pole.
228 feet the distance to beat as the scraper and roller make its final run on the track. Larry Frame will turn it loose.
All right, Larry Frame now out of Fredonia, New York, the western part of the Empire State. He'd love nothing more than to win the 1988 Indy Super Bowl. The green flag comes out, the green light is on the sled, signifying everything's ready to go. They want to make sure the engine's just right, the weight is just right. They'll put the hammer down. They won't waste much time coming off the line before they nail it. He's got plenty of power, over 600 cubic inches. Here he comes. See, Les, that everybody is bunched up right down here at about the 225 to 228 foot mark. This is spectacular pulling here at Super Bowl.
We'll take a break with Scott Smith and 3 Bears in the lead. More 4x4s when we return.
He makes his run. It'll be Steve Olson and then Glenn Davis.
All right, you can see now that Gary Sellin has positioned the sled on the left-hand side of the track. When he ran Wildfire, he ran down the right, so he's trying to go to the other side. The track is remaining consistent, but any edge that these drivers can figure out will help them win this Indy Super Bowl four-wheel drive truck class. Red Hot, the Ford Ranger, Gary Sellin out of Norfolk, Nebraska. He leads the line. It looks good so far, but he's got some hop.
Oh, good run for Gary Sellin, but you could tell he really got the hopping and jumping. And every time those wheels jumped in the air, he lost traction.
Here's Steve Olson with Showtime out of Farley, Iowa. This is an absolutely gorgeous truck, maybe one of the prettiest in the class, with a good-looking paint job. You can see all of those 100-pound weights hanging out in the front. As Gary Sellin said, weighting the truck is important this afternoon. Maybe weight is more important today than engine. However, this track is taking horsepower. It looks like he's going to go right down the center of the track. Let's see what he can do. He's got to beat 228 feet to take the lead.
Steve Olson comes up short.
The Mean Green, Glenn Davis.
The Mean Green pulling team out of Hollywood, Florida, and that's just what he is. Hollywood Glenn. This is an absolutely gorgeous truck. He's always had this same green paint on his trucks. Some like it, some don't, but I'll tell you one thing. This guy can power down the track. Watch this engine come to life now because the green flag comes out. He's got to be 228 feet to take the lead and possibly win the pull. He comes off the line very smooth. He drops the hammer and away he goes.
An excellent run for Glenn Davis and Mean Green. Only 3 feet short of 3 Bears lead.
Glenn Davis, sponsored by his dad, Herb Davis Plumbing. I got to ask you about that. Does Dad really help pay for the truck?
Yeah, he's home working right now to pay for it.
All right, back to you, Les.
Okay, but Jaske, the new Chevrolet pickup. He did run a Dodge pickup in previous years.
And Les, how you could say they pulled that engine right down. He flat ran out of power. He did not have enough power here this afternoon at Super Bowl to win it, and he comes up considerably short.
Next guy to hook and run will be the Nationwise machine of Jerry Weaver.
Well, here comes the Chevrolet, and you might have seen this truck the last couple of days here in the Indianapolis area, sponsored by Nationwise Auto Parts.
Let's see what Jerry Weaver can do with Nationwide. Otherwise, he's no threat to Three Bears lead.
And our winner is Scott Smith from Winchester, Virginia. And Scott, I've got to ask you right now, is this about the biggest thing you've ever won in your life?
Yeah, it'd have to be up top of wins in my category.
Are you really 16 years of age?
Yeah, I'm 16.
That's just old enough to drive.
Yeah, I got my license in February, and it's going to be 17 this February.
I tell you, very professional driver. He wins the 1988 four-wheel drive class here at the Indy Super Bowl. We'll be right back with the dragster tractors coming up next. Indy Super Bowl. Now we go to the big brutes as we bring back the top 6 in this 9,200-pound class. We start things off with Mike Holden out of Marietta, Ohio. On this 230-foot course, they're going to need every ounce of horsepower they've got to power down. Here we go.
Mike Holden's Big Allisons take him to 194.1 feet. He runs 4 of the 12-cylinder fighter plane engines, but the power wasn't there tonight.
Next guy to hook and run will be the Banter Brothers Fox. The Banter Brothers Fox machine. The Banter Brothers qualified both of their machines here for the 9,000-pound class. The Banter Brothers hold the title of more Indy Super Bowl wins than anyone else.
All right, here we go. Many consider him the #1 tractor puller in the world today. They've won so many championships, but he's hard-pressed going against guys like Tim Engler and Fred Freeman. Here we come now. David Banter in the bonus round of the 9,200-pound modified. He's running these big 6.4 54 Chevys. He's got cast-iron engines running against the aluminum block motors. How long he can run this way, nobody knows, but whatever it is, it's a winning combination.
200.1 feet for the Banter Brothers Fox. A good pull, but will it hold up? 4 of the top modifieds in the country have yet to run, and they're all determined to win it.
Tim Engler's Mission Impossible machine. Tim last year won 2 classes here at Super Bowl. Been having these problems getting it hooked to the track and getting it down there where he would like to have it this weekend.
All right, Tim Engler now backing up to the sled. Interesting storyline developing here at Super Bowl. He wants to win this awfully bad this afternoon. Evidently, his Mission Impossible out to beat the Banter Brothers. Tim Engler's 5 Aries engines that'll be replaced with Chevrolets later on as he builds a brand new tractor. Says he believes he can save $50,000 to $60,000 a year. A personal feud going, or a professional feud, so to speak, going between the Banter Brothers and Engler in 1987 as it goes into 88. They want to win it bad, each one of them. Banter feels that his run can compete. Let's see what Tim Engler can do. Tim Engler just put it on him bad. Tim Engler has just blown the doors off the Banter Brothers.
There's a discussion going on among the officials about Tim Engler's run. He ran tight on the left side, and he may have gone out.
They have disqualified Tim Engler. He is visibly upset. The track official, Warren Powers, has said that he went out of bounds. And Tim Engler has been disqualified here this afternoon. I think we can say one thing on a positive note. He really had the power. He literally blew the doors off of everybody else this afternoon.
This is the team and the machine that wrote the book on modified tractors. The Banter Brothers and Mr. Chevy. They are the winningest team in the history of the sport and last year's champions in the heavyweight division. The big Chevy machine is our new leader. Tim Engler's disqualification left the top wide open, and the Banter Brothers took advantage. 2 more teams are left. Here's Wayne Keefe in Sudden Thunder. Wayne finished last season in the top 20, and winning this Indy Super Bowl would be a big boost for his shot at the championship in '88. But he's up against the big guns tonight, and the pressure is on. Beating out the Banters here would mean as much to this young man as a national title. A disappointing run for Wayne Keefe. Let's go to Dave Grimm at trackside with Tim Engler.
A visibly upset Tim Engler from southwestern Indiana. And Tim, I appreciate you coming back from the pit area where you took your tractor after you made your run. We had received word that you'd been disqualified. Explain it to us in your own words what happened over there on the left-hand side of the track.
Well, I'll be honest, whenever you're vibrating in the seat of one of these tractors, it's pretty hard to see a little metal surveyor's flag standing there at the end of the track. Usually you have a white line like they have over there right now that they put down there since I went out of bounds. I just feel like that if there'd been a marker like there is right here on this side of the track, a guy'd know a little bit better where he's at. When you're going that kind of speed, it's kind of hard to see where you're at. But I got beat. I went out of bounds, I guess, so I'll take my lumps. I told the people last night we felt like we got a raw deal, and we came back today. We went far enough, but we went out of bounds, I guess.
The last team with a chance to take it away from the Banter brothers is Dave Walsh and the Irish Challenger. They'll have to better 216 feet to win it. Dave Walsh takes the win with 220.1 feet.
The winner, you can see it on the board, Dave Walsh, Munson, Wisconsin, wins the 9,000-pound modified bonus round.
Dave Walsh here, not the most happy guy here today, even though you won the bonus round here in the 9 modified. A lot of oil behind us here on the track. What happened?
Rod broke in the first left motor. The rod came out the side.
Front left motor, rod breaks and pretty much destroys the engine.
Yeah, well, you can weld out the block, but a lot of stuff is ruined inside.
Can we look for the Walsh boys to be tough on the Redman TNT All-American Series this year?
Oh, yeah, we'll be there.
Well, they'll be there. They're not going to let a broken engine keep them out of the competition further on this season. We'll be right back with the Superstockers coming up next. Super Pull. And now we go to the 9,500-pound Super Stock bonus round. This will be exciting. The top 6 in the 9,500-pound class here at Super Bowl coming back for a little bit of additional excitement and money. Here we go.
Sun waking up at the break of day, getting on down that old highway, trying to make Nashville for midnight. Grab a cup of coffee for the road, big rig pulling a heavy load, rolling on down, turning the power on. Rolling on down, turning the power on. Engine reeled up and raring to go.
I'll tell you, you got a smile on your face. I think you're still pretty happy with the pull.
Oh, I had a real good run going. I think I may have got back in Danny's ruts right at the end here. Just enough to slow it up.
Crowd to crowd, pulling to the right, gotta bring it back. Rolling on down, turning the power on. Rolling on down, turning the power on. Rolling on down, turning the power on.
A great run for Neil Gettinger here at trackside. That'll put you in 4th place. So close to making a full pull. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Turning the power on. Rolling on down, turning the power on. Glide on down to the finish line. Man, can you hear those engines whine? The man with the flag just ahead. Going strong, going all out. It'll be all right, there ain't no doubt. Rolling on down, turning the power on.
There it is, full pull for Danny Dean the Rooster.
Turning the power on.
John Klug needs a full pull. He's going to mix it up with Danny Dean. Here in the bonus run. Here he goes down. Turning the power on. Big motor burning up the track. Victory green, never holding back. We're rolling on down. Turning the power on. We're rolling on down. Turning the power on.
It's going to be a little short left by probably 1.5 to 2 feet.
Okay, that'll put Danny Dean, the winner of the 9,000-pound Super Stock bonus run.
At trackside, our winner of the 9,500-pound bonus round, Danny Dean in the Super Stock division. Danny, I'll tell you, this has got to be a big win for you.
It sure is. I'm pretty happy about this one.
Well, you've won other Super Pulls before, but I think this has a special meaning. What happened out there? I know your tractor was a little crippled.
Well, I won on Friday night. Last night I was last.
Well, I tell you, he is happy inside. He may not show a lot of emotion, but he's tickled to death. We say congratulations. There's the beautiful belt buckle that he wins. A happy guy, Danny D. Indy Super Bowl. I hope you've enjoyed the action. Until next time on the TNT Red Man All-American Pulling Series. So long, everybody.